What if you could wake up every morning to sweeping city lights views and end the day relaxing by your own backyard pool? Welcome to this Porter Ranch home for sale, a spacious 4-bedroom, 3-bath retreat spanning over 3,200 square feet that perfectly combines warmth, style, and functionality all in the right ways. From the open living spaces and downstairs bedroom to the entertainer's backyard and balcony views, every detail invites you to enjoy the best of what this community offers. If you've been searching for the perfect Porter Ranch home tour or thinking about moving to Porter Ranch, this property truly showcases the lifestyle that makes this area one of the most desirable places to live in Los Angeles. Whether it's the nearby hiking trails, top-rated schools, or vibrant energy of the Vineyards shopping, you'll see exactly why so many people love living in Porter Ranch. Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group, really excited to showcase our newest listing to you here in Porter Ranch. So this home, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,210 square feet of living space on a 8,141 square foot lot built in 1978. So we're in Porter Ranch, California, located about 30 miles north of downtown Los Angeles, and we're located off the 118 freeway north of Rinaldi Street. Now this builder, S&S, they built a lot of homes in this neighborhood from the late 70s to the 1980s, and I really think this is probably one of the most functional floor plans you are going to see. Their floor plans that are over 3,000 square feet really have it all. And even though they were built in 1978, you know, they were very forward thinking on how their floor plans were laid out. So we're going to talk about that during this video for sure. And we're also going to get into why Porter Ranch is such a great place to move to, and it's evidenced by the fact that so many people are moving to Porter Ranch. But let's turn around and start with the home tour on the exterior of the home. This home is all about the curb appeal. And as we look at the exterior of this home from the front, look at all the greenery that you see here, whether it be the grass, the flowers that you see here, the plants that are in front, right? And it just feels such a natural setting just in the front of your house. And then of course, all the stonework here in the front, whether it be on the front of the house, right off the living room, whether it be the planters that you see here, even surrounding the mailbox itself, there's so much stonework to go around. Now we're gonna move over a little bit here over to our left. Now the driveway here, look at these custom pavers that they have in that herringbone design that's very popular. And so this obviously isn't something that's very cheap to do. So the fact that you have the pavers just gives that extra level of excitement when you walk up to this home. You have a 3-car garage. You have 1 door right there that you're able to fit in 2 cars. And then that last door, that last bay, able to fit in 1 car as well. And you have that Tudor style architecture from the front, which is what S&S was known for when it came to their design. So let me know what you think about that. And then the last thing, let's walk up here to your double door entry. As we make our way to the front door from the driveway, we're gonna walk through the hedges here, through your walkway to the front door itself. And again, look at all that greenery as we step up to the front door. We've entered through the double doors, and the first thing that you're going to see are these soaring ceilings, right? These vaulted ceilings here in your step down living room. You have wood flooring, and then in this step down living room, take a look at the windows over to your right, allowing so much natural light to appear into this home, and more particular, this room itself. Now, the fireplace right here over to your right, that is going to have the stone facing, that rock facing, that goes all the way from basically the flooring to the ceiling itself. You have a mantle there as well. So this is perfect because when your guests and your family and friends come in, this is a great place to be able to entertain them. And then it opens right over here to your left to the formal dining space. Now, this is great. Again, you can easily fit a much larger table in here if you wanted to. And this is great because, you know, not always are you going to be entertaining 8 to 10 people, but if you had a table that needed to sit that 8 to 10 people, you could easily do it. And plus, you have a wonderful slider that'll lead you to your backyard. Oh man, I cannot wait to show you this backyard when we get to that later in this video. And there you have it. You have your living room and your formal dining room. And one last feature in this room is the crown molding that goes throughout in this room. It's a really, really nice touch. Well, since we're in the formal dining room, that's gonna take us right over to the kitchen. So let's make our way through this space over here to our right, and now we're gonna find ourselves in the kitchen itself. All right, so we're in this kitchen. Let's start with the island. So this is a pretty good size island here. Of course, you can add some chairs or bar stools if you would like. While you're waiting and preparing a meal, you can have a glass of wine or just have a quick meal, right? Especially the kids at breakfast time, because not everyone's always gonna be eating in the formal dining area. You have a double oven over to your left. Take a look at the tile counters and the ornate design on these tile counters, the backsplash in particular. And look how they have that floral patterns throughout here. So you have this 4-burner gas cooktop, and then right above it, you have this floral design here. All right, so you have that. And then again, over to your left, now you can see it a lot better through this window. You open up this window and now you can take advantage of your service counter on the outside, which is right by your gas grill. How perfect is that? Now, one more thing I do want to point out over here is take a look at the brick. I love the brick here in the interior, here in the kitchen. And then inside this arch over here actually is a grill. Now, I will tell you that most of our clients who have sold the S&S homes in this neighborhood typically usually don't use them anymore. This is operational, but since you have a gas grill outside, it probably makes more sense to be able to use the built-in barbecue outside on the exterior of the home. And then of course, you have the lighting in this space as well. Now let's turn our attention to the left. So you're going to have this space that delineates in between the kitchen and that family room space over there. And this is where most of your meals are probably going to be, right? Because especially if you have kids, you're not gonna be eating everything at the dining room table, and you're not gonna be having everything at the breakfast counter right here on this island. So you're gonna be in this space kind of in between, and you also have a wet bar over there also. Now, in addition to that, right, take a look at the floral pattern on the tile here on your wet bar. It's the same floral pattern as you have in the kitchen. So that's pretty cool, especially if you want a different design that's definitely unique, has a lot of character, like this home does in general, then that might be for you. All right, let's continue walking down over here. So over here, you are going to have this step down sitting area that's basically your family room. So you're gonna have another fireplace over here. This one's brick, also a gas starter. And this is where you'll be able to hang up a big screen TV. You could do it in the living room as well, but I think most people are gonna use this space to hang their TV. You have a ceiling fan above, and then you have this, again, nice kind of separated area from the rest of the space down here. So it's open, right? It's not closed off, but at the same time, because you have the step down, it basically becomes a delineated space. So when people are buying a 2-story home, especially 4 to 5 bedrooms, and even more so in this neighborhood, people are always asking for 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom at least downstairs. And you have this, right? You can use it as a gym, a home office, a guest room. You have someone who's elderly living with you. Maybe you want to keep a teenager down on this level. You can do all of that, because right across over to the left is going to be the bathroom that services the downstairs level, as well as this bedroom that we just took a look at. So again, you have your sink and your shower, right? And look how glistening the white tile is in this bathroom. And then as we back out over to your right, this is going to be the laundry room, so you don't have to worry or stress out about going into the garage to be able to do your laundry. Your washer and dryer hookups are going to be right here, right before you enter into your 3-car garage. And then you have cabinetry on top, and then even over to your left, you're going to have a sink, and then right by the door itself, over to the right, you're gonna have a utility closet, put your brooms, mops, etc. Even if you need more space to put your detergent, you can do it right there. Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group, your trusted Los Angeles real estate agent. So many of you have reached out to me on this channel, and a lot of times it's just questions in general about the LA real estate market, about different neighborhoods, what's their best course of action. And right, obviously for one person it's gonna be one thing, for somebody else it's gonna be something different, but really being able to, I really like being able to enjoy kind of helping our buyers from beginning to end, the communication, help guiding them through, kind of helping them navigate all the potholes that come up, and making sure that they're prepared not only before the process actually starts, during the entire, from when you see a house, from the beginning of escrow, of course, obviously when you write the offer, and then closing, and also being a big resource during and after, right? Because, and what I mean by that is because so many times there's so many things that come up after the close of escrow. So a lot of times I can help you navigate a lot of those things before they actually become an issue. Sometimes it's basically recommending contractors, right, for you. And a lot of times I'm able to kind of walk through the house with our buyers and kind of tell them like, hey, this is how much it's gonna cost. This is how much flooring costs. This is how much paint costs. If you're gonna remodel the kitchen, this is how much it's gonna cost. So if you have questions like that, always here to be of assistance to you and answer any questions you might have. All right, let's get back to the home tour. Now we're going to make our way to the second level of this home. Now, as we do that and we go up the stairs, I wanted to inform you of what the schools are that are assigned to this home, because the schools here are some of the best in the Los Angeles Unified School District. So let's start with the elementary school. The elementary school is Castle Bay Lane Elementary and located very close by. It's constantly rated either an 8 or 9 out of 10. And it's, again, one of the best elementary schools here in the North San Fernando Valley. The middle school is going to be Robert Frost Middle School. It's actually located in the city of Granada Hills, and that's currently rated a 10 out of 10 by greatschools.org. And then the high school, which so many people want to be part of, right, to be able to send their kids to, that would be Granada Hills Charter High School. Obviously, that would be in Granada Hills. So the schools here, if that's something that you're interested in, and one of the reasons you're moving to Porter Ranch, which is a big reason why people move here to Porter Ranch, then the schools you are going to be extremely satisfied with. So we've shown you 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs so far. There are 2 other rooms. So before we get to the primary suite, let's check out this gargantuous bonus room. This is one of my favorite features on these S&S homes that were built in the late 70s and 1980s. This right here, look at the size of it. So again, you have your vaulted ceilings and look at the space. This is a great place to have a game room, you know, and I've actually seen people divide it up and almost take some of it and just use it as a bedroom. But me personally, I would use this as a playroom, right? A game room, a movie theater. So this is going to be your 3rd fireplace straight ahead. Right over there, you have the mantle, and then both to the left and the right, you have plenty of built-in shelving. Further over to your right, you're gonna have a wet bar over here. So if you like to be able to serve up your best cocktails and drinks to your friends, you can do it right here. And you have wine racks for storage of your favorite bottles of wine. You got your 2 ceiling fans, and you got your wooden crown molding throughout in this room. Let's make our way over to the primary suite. We're gonna traverse again right through that landing area when you got off the staircase. Over to your left, you have your linen closet. And now we're gonna step through the double door entry into your primary suite. So over here to your right, this is where you're gonna be putting your bed. It's a huge space. They have brand new carpeting here, ceiling fan, freshly painted, looks beautiful. And then over to your right, you're gonna see this door right here. This is going to be one of your two walk-in closets. The other one is back over to further to your right. Walking into the bathroom, you're going to have dual sinks on your vanity, one large mirror, and you're gonna have a separate tub and shower. So for the tub, this is perfect, especially if you have smaller kids, right? There's a space for them to be able to exit right over here with that large step. But it's also a great place to be able to soak as well. One of my favorite features is the light fixture above, as well as that cabinet that they have hanging on the walls. And again, look at how white, right, the tub is, as well as the shower enclosure, the tile itself. And finally, there's new luxury vinyl plank flooring. All right, let me show you the one space in this room, or should I say outside this primary suite that I want to be showing to you guys. And that's going to be the balcony right off here on your primary bedroom. Now this is what it's all about. Take a look at that commanding view, seeing all the way out to Woodland Hills and beyond, including the Santa Monica Mountains. Imagine waking up every single morning, enjoying your morning coffee out here, and not only just watching the world go by, but listening to that calm and serene sound of the waterfall from your pool. We haven't even gotten to show you that yet here in the backyard. So this is a really large balcony that you'll be able to take advantage of here off your primary bedroom. So let me know what you think of this space and how you would be able to enjoy this balcony yourself. Welcome to your entertainer's backyard. Pool, spa, just are the starting points. And this pool is Pebble Tech. So you have a pebble bottom pool and spa. And then I absolutely love this waterfall feature, right? And of course you got the diving board. Now, one thing I wanted to show you here that I really like, especially if you have smaller kids, is that you have these steps that go along the sides. So yes, you have all this brick decking out here, and take a look at this brick decking all throughout. So you have this herringbone design with the brick inlay, and then this kind of wraps around over here to where you're going to have this wonderful patio area and a great place to put a table and an umbrella, have a nice meal out here. This is Southern California after all, right? So your indoor space is essentially a continuation to your outdoor living space. And then all the greenery out here as well, being able to take a look at all the different plants and flowers and color. And it just feels like such a peaceful place to be able to relax. Now, over here, now you can see the balcony attached to the primary suite where we were before. And now we're looking at this pool from a different direction. So you can see it's a large pool, but again, it's in such great condition. So many pools, right? You know, you're talking about houses built in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, you have to pay $7,000 to $10,000 to replaster. Not here, right? You have this pebble bottom pool, and a great way to be able to entertain family and friends here in this outdoor space. And of course, you're able to take advantage of those city-like views. With a backyard like this, you only need one thing, and that is your built-in gas grill. And with that gas grill, right, it doesn't matter if it's a warm summer night or those cool, chilly winter evenings, you're gonna be able to entertain here in this backyard. And remember what I showed you in the kitchen? This is from the other side, so you get a different vantage point of it, is take a look at this service counter, right? So this is where you're gonna be able to hand all that food, right, that you're gonna about ready to put on your grill out here, or maybe you're just serving a charcuterie board or a party platter out here and letting your guests come and select what they want to eat. So why is Porter Ranch such a popular place? Why are so many people moving here to Porter Ranch? Well, it's a multitude of reasons. And we already explained to you one of them about being the schools. So many award-winning schools in this area, in this zip code for starters. Second, the parks. There's a bunch of different parks here, whether it be E.T. Park, the Holly Burnson Park, or the newer Porter Ranch Community Park, which is a 50-acre park that features hiking trails, basketball courts, amphitheater, playground, pickleball courts, as well as outdoor ping pong tables. Every Sunday morning, across the street from the Vineyards Shopping Center, you can go to the Porter Ranch Farmers Market, get your produce for the week, some great shopping, crafts, and some great eating finds. Then there's the Vineyards Shopping Center, which I just alluded to. There you can find upscale dining such as the Lure Fish House, Gus's Barbecue, La Popular, just to name a few, an AMC movie theater, and a Whole Foods store that even has a bar inside the store itself. Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group. So what did you think of this home? 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,210 square feet of living space. What was your favorite part? Was it the balcony right above there off the primary bedroom? Or is it this beautiful backyard behind me, the spaciousness of the home, or the fact that this home is basically located in one of the most desirable areas here in 91326 in Porter Ranch? Let me know down below what your favorite part of this home is. All right, now for our sellers, there's so many things that we do for our sellers because, you know, especially like our sellers here, they've lived in this home for a long period of time. And whether it be a 1 year or several years, or if you have kids, you have animals, it can be overwhelming trying to figure out everything you need to do to basically get your home ready for sale. And that's where I think it's one of our biggest strong points is being able to help our sellers basically decipher and focus on what they need to do. So, you know, we always send free boxes to our sellers to get them started. We have our interior designer come out because if you're living in the home, maybe you already know what pieces of furniture you're going to be getting rid of. We can arrange the haul away for you, which was something that we did here. And that's something that we take care of for all of our sellers. And then, you know what, maybe it's a question of rearranging where your furniture goes. Maybe it gets moved from upstairs to downstairs or vice versa. And most of our sellers don't have the capacity to be able to move it from one floor to the next. And these are all the things that we help organize, right? And this is just to help get the home ready for sale, because in today's world, your home has to look better than everybody else. That is our goal, is for our homes to show up online and basically buyers looking online, it's like, wow, I have to see that home. So if you want more information on what it takes to get your home ready for sale, definitely reach out. It would be an honor. If you want a free consultation, definitely reach out. My name's Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group. If you'd like to have a private tour of this home, reach out to us. Or if you have any questions in general about real estate, always glad to be of service.